I've been reflecting on something, on how often we live somewhere else, in memories, in expectations, in old versions of ourselves, in future versions we hope to become. I've been wondering, how much of life are we missing while thinking about everything except the moment we are in? I think one of the strangest things about being human is that we spend so much time mentally living our lives. Sometimes we live by going backwards, replaying conversations, thinking about what we should have done differently, missing people, missing versions of ourselves, holding on to moments that are already gone. When we are not doing that, we are somewhere ahead, thinking about the next goal, the next chapter, the next relationship, the next achievement, the next thing that will finally make us feel complete. As if life is waiting there. As if happiness exists somewhere in the future and who we are now is only temporary. Waiting to become enough, waiting to arrive. And I wonder how much of our lives pass by like this. Not because we don't care, but because we are distracted. Distracted by memories, distracted by expectation, distracted by becoming. I've been realizing something. We can miss life twice. Yes, we can miss life twice. The first time because we weren't fully present while it was happening. The second time because later we realized how beautiful it actually was. I think about ordinary moments. A slow morning, a message from someone who cares, laughing without thinking about it, the comfort of familiar places, sunlight coming through a window, the versions of yourself you are today. Because one day, even these days, these things like the routines, the people, the places, the ordinary details will become memories too. And gratitude isn't something we force. Gratitude, it's something that naturally appears when we slow down enough to notice. Because I think present is a form of gratitude, to be honest. When you're truly here, you've been seeing what has been around you all along. The things you once wished for, the things you stopped noticing, the things you assume will always stay. I used to think the point of life was arriving somewhere, figuring everything out, becoming, achieving, understanding. Now, I am understanding something different. I'm starting to wonder if the point was learning how to experience it while it's here, to notice, to participate, to allow ordinary moments to actually be enough. I don't want to spend my whole life waiting for another version of it to begin. I don't want to always be preparing for later, because eventually later becomes memory too. And I think there's something beautiful about asking ourselves, am I experiencing my life? Or am I only thinking about it? Because these days won't return. This version of you won't return. This season won't return. And maybe living fully has less to do with having everything and more to do with being present enough to realize what is already here. I think I'm learning that gratitude is less about trying to appreciate life and more about being present enough to experience it. So maybe today the question isn't what's next. Maybe the question is, what is here that I haven't fully noticed yet? Take care of yourself, and I hope in some small ways you allow yourself to be where your life already is.